Jamming, y'all. I hope y'all ready to jam tonight. It's the third day of the 5-day Get Wealthy Challenge. I gotta give my VIP, because you know me, a shout out, guys, showing up every night and showing up. I hope you enjoyed our VIP session. Hey, there's still time. There's still time for you to join our VIP. In our VIP session, you get a number of different benefits, but most of all, what I get to do is spend some time pouring in strategy to all of you, for those of you who have questions, who are ready to have a fast start, and I hope all of you are. So let me just check the tech. Let's drop the VIP link in the chat for those of you who want to join. You get you get the challenge workbook. You get some amazing gifts. We gave out one last night. We're going to give out another one to our VIP winner this evening. Yep, the link is in the chat. Welcome. Let me make sure that everybody can see me and everybody can hear me. If you could pull that screen up, honey, so I can see their screen, and so that I can really encourage you to, if you can turn on your cameras, to turn on those cameras so that I can see you, because I want to get to know you. What I was sharing with our VIP is the fact that many of the members in WealthyU, not only have they joined our programs, but many of them have been in 2, 3, 4, 3 years ago, it was my private coaching before we even had this group coaching program. These group coaching programs, and I'm going to share that with many of, tonight we're opening up the doors to WealthyU. Many of you applied. If you haven't applied, make sure, team, that you put the application link in the chat as well, because we're going to be opening up the doors. And I'm really excited, because we're opening up the doors to a program that we've launched specifically to address the needs of those of you who are running for your first 6 figures. Listen, here's what I know, and what I'm going to be sharing with you tonight is secret number 3. And secret number 3 of the 1% is, and I know many of you have wondered, well, wow, how can they get to that 1%? Why do they have so much more than we have? Well, I'm going to be sharing that secret with you tonight, and I will be doing a recap. Just a moment. One of the other reasons you want to join VIP, for those of you who were not here every night, those replays are going to be up till Sunday if you're in the general audience, right? But for those of you who are in VIP, you're going to have those trainings up for 30 days. So that is one of the benefits. But let's get into what we're into tonight. So for those of you, are there anyone who's here for the first time? If you're here for the first time, let me know in the chat so I can give you a shout out as well. If you are here for the first time, let me give you a shout out. So here's for the, we got the OGs in here tonight. No, okay. So Tia, wonderful. Let me welcome you to the 3rd day of the 5-day Get Wealthy Challenge. I'm going to do a recap as well, but just know that you have access to all of the replays, and that information should have been sent to you when we applied. And we should also, if I'm not mistaken, be posting them in the Get Wealthy Challenge group. Yay, yay. All right, Tia. Tia just joined in the VIP. I want to encourage all of you, if you want to get some additional coaching, you have maybe a burning question on your mind, here are the things I need you to do. I need you to join the Facebook group. If you're not in that Facebook group, then you're going to miss out on a lot of our announcements this week. And I always like to do surprises and pop in on you. That's number one. Number two, I want to make sure that you've connected with your ambassador in the chat. If you have not connected with your ambassador, put in the chat, I need my ambassador, and they're going to be looking at you and making sure that they reach out to you. That's very, very important. We want to be able to connect with you. And then finally, we are opening up. We're opening up the doors to WealthyU. And so if you haven't applied, I want to make sure you apply. Now, here's why that's important, is because when you put in your application, it allows us to know what is the best fit for you. One of the points I made in VIP, in our VIP session, is that our goal here is really for you to accelerate your financial growth. Listen, we have we have a program that will fit you depending upon your needs. But what's really, really important for us is that you're able to connect with one of our folks, because what I want you to know is you're not alone in this. We're a little different than most programs. We have, and I'm going to be sharing with that, this is one of the few programs where you'll actually have a mentor, a member success advisor, who is someone who's already been through the program that you're about to enter, and they're going to be standing with you lockstep, because they know exactly what you need to get further faster. If you're ready to get further faster, in the chat, say, yes, 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 that's me. Yes, yes, I'm ready to get further faster, because that's exactly what our conversation is about this evening. That's exactly what it's about. It's about you accelerate. Yes, that's me. Stacy says, yes, that's me. Lori says, yes, that's me. Janice says, yes, that's me. I know some more. You better want to go further, faster. Yes, that's me. Yes, that's me. Kimberly says, Sandra says, yes, that's me. Stacy says, yes, that's me. That's right. What I want you to understand, and it's exactly what I'm going to be sharing with you tonight. Tia says, yes, that's me. Tashima says, yes, that's me. Tashima, let me give Tashima. I called Tashima, I texted her and I was like, Tashima, you got a minute to chat? You applied? She was like, yeah, let's chat before I knew it. Tashima already joined our flagship program. Let's give in the chat, let's give Tashima, you know, here's what I know. Here's what I know. Money loves speed. Are y'all with me? But if you really want to get further, you guys that's right, Denise, give her a hand, Tia, give her a hand. Listen, what I know and what I've watched in this community is the women that get the further, the fastest, you know what they do? You want to guess what they do? Do y'all want to guess what they do? In the chat, can you figure out what do they do? What do, you often wonder. That's right, Petta. Money loves speed, right? Yeah, that's right, Kimberly. Thanks for congratulating Tashima. Listen, you know what it is? Action. Remember I said so many of you got BAs, PhDs, and all of that, but what you need is an MBA, right? You need mindset, belief, and action, and that's what you get in WealthyU. It's no play in WealthyU, like the youngins say. It's no play. Like, I hope for that when I open up these doors, that's what I want to know. In the chat, when I open up these doors tonight, who's running through? If you're running through, put yes to the chat. When I open up these doors, when I show you the amazing, amazing program that we have for you to accelerate your financial growth, to get you further faster. Many of you would already be at 6 and 7 figures if you had access to the knowledge that you're going to gain in WealthyU. Now, anybody want to know how I know this? See, I was going to hold off for a minute, but you know what? That's right. Tia says yes. So okay, now I'm gonna hold y'all to this. See, I got receipts right here in this chat. Do you know that we actually download this chat the next day to see what y'all said? So if you put yes in there, listen, Tia says yes, Lori says yes, Janice says yes, Kat says yes, Stacy says yes, Kat said me 2 times on the double note, right? Now I'm normally gonna do a recap, right? But I just feel in this mood. I feel like you all need to know, is she serious? Like, is she just talking smack, right? Like, do women really, really accelerate in WealthyU? Is this for real, or is this just these people hyping people up? Right? You know how in these internet streets, I'm telling you, I don't mean to check people out here in these internet streets, but when they just say ridiculous stuff, I just have to tell them. I don't know if you guys have been following any of my Facebook ads. I got people just attacking me saying, you're a big liar. And I'm like, really? I'm like, well, hey, let's chop it up a little bit. Now, I'll go toe to toe. I'll put something out there for you. Like, here are the facts, here are the stats, and then crickets, right? But here's what I want you to know. I'm going to start off a little different today because I really believe y'all need to hear from a bad sister who in the chat, if you're ready to hear from a bad sister who came into this program. She didn't ask questions. Everything we told her to do, she did. Are y'all ready to see in the chat, if you're ready to see a bad sister who accelerated her financial growth, who paid off debt and hit 6 figures in less than 2 years, 18 months. Are y'all ready? Come on now. That's right. If you're ready, put yes in the chat. All right, because I got to do when I tell you the whole story. In fact, you can actually go hear her whole story. If y'all ready, are y'all ready? Okay, let's look at the tape.
Talked about was mindset. And once the mindset was created and the vision was created, then it was, all right, now strategy. By the end of that year, I was able to pay off what I needed to and have monies left over to then push myself into a 6-figure retirement portfolio. What you need is a process, because the process will then multiply when you have more money. If you have no process, then that same chaos is going to get multiplied when you get more money. For me, it was, okay, I have this debt to pay for, I have a car, I have my student loan, I have investments that I want to potentially make, all these different little banks and accounts. And then at that point in time, you can put $2, $5, $10, but the process is really what you want to start getting yourself into the habit of doing. By the end of the year, I still had about $40,000 left. And that increase in my income and then the strategy I've been executing within that whole year allowed me to pull that trigger. But I must say, I was still scared. And then I just had to say, you know what, this is something you always wanted to do, make this your goal. And that's what really kind of planted the seed for me to be able to attack the goal of paying off my student loans and getting to 6 figures in my retirement.
Boom! I love Tamika. Now, let me tell you why I love Tamika. I mean, for real, what do y'all think? Did she accelerate her financial growth? Did I bring receipts tonight? Listen, you need to go check out her story on the Black Star Network and hear her remarkable story. I mean, when I met Tamika, she was actually referred from a mentee of my husband and I, who we had known for years, and Nikki has done some work for us. And at any rate, she refers Tamika, and Tamika comes into the program, and I mean, she doesn't quit. Now, what's really interesting, it is from the knowledge that Tamika learned. She came to all of our master classes, was in one-on-one coaching, WealthyU Society as well. This sister is now the first African-American host for All Things Considered on the Weekend in the great city of Washington, D.C. She's also host of Finimize, a podcast on financial education. And why? How do you think she got that wrong? Because she had all of this knowledge that she gained in WealthyU. You know, I just had lunch with Tamika last week. She had, and she has a young baby as well, who she would bring on when we were in our skill building session. But I say all that to say this. This is what I need all of you to understand. Is it that if it can happen for her, it can happen for you. Are y'all with me? If it can happen for her, it can happen for you. In the chats, all I want you to say is me. Just put me in the chat. Me. It can happen for me. It can happen for me. The only thing standing between you and the financial success you desire and you deserve is knowledge and access. I was having a conversation with someone today, and all they said to me was, you know what? It was Tashima actually who joined. You know, I feel like I knew it, there was something that I needed to know, but I didn't have the key. And what I want you to know is that we're going to unlock the keys to add all of the knowledge that you have not had access to so that you can accelerate your financial growth. So let's get started. I told y'all I'm so excited today because I know that I told the team this is going to be the best challenge yet. And it's all because of all of you. All right. So let's get this party started. Well, let me start here first, though. The secrets of the 1%, right? Monday, secret number 1 was mindset. That was shifting, and you guys need to take notes. Hey, they say note takers are money makers, all right? Secret number 1, recap, mindset, make the shift from an income to a wealth mindset, right? And that was wealthy people think, act, and do things differently, right? Secret number 2 was wealthy people really look at, are intentional about where their money comes from, right? They make decisions based on the long-term impact. All right, long-term impact. It's not what it's going to do today, it's what it's going to do in the future. Now, today, what I'm going to be breaking open is execution. The fact is that the reason your money is not growing is because you're executing in the wrong products, and as a result, your money isn't growing. So we are on day 3. In day 3, Monday was secret number 1, secret number 2, secret number 3, how to turn other people's fears into your fortune. You got to start playing to win and stop playing not to lose. And that is what I'm double clicking on tonight, because that is why you have not achieved the level of financial success you desire and you deserve. Many of you would have double, triple what you had if you understood that you have got to increase your level of risk. And finally, here are all of our ambassadors. They have been reaching out to you through Messenger, texting you, all of those different things. And by the way, Kim, let's have somebody inbox Kim and make sure that we can connect with her. So who's ready for secret number 3 tonight? Are y'all ready? Get ready, get ready. All right. Secret number 3. Here's what I want you to know. Is that in our community, because we're the first generation, we are risk averse, and rightly so. And so as a result of that, because we have a middle class mindset, the first thing we want to know is my money safe? Is it guaranteed? I don't want to lose my money. Whereas you know what the wealthy do? They have self-directed brokerage accounts where they are investing in all different asset classes, whether it be IRAs, and I'm going to talk a little bit about that later, right? So the middle class mindset is always playing not to lose. And what you don't understand is when you're playing what not to lose, your money cannot grow. And in the long run, it means hundreds of thousands of dollars that you never see in your bank account because you're playing not to lose. While we're looking at the investments in our 401ks, far too many of you are in guaranteed accounts or bonds because you are afraid to invest. Now, it's not that the wealthy don't invest in bonds. Part of their portfolio is in inflation index funds or bonds that keep up with inflation short term. And that's what you learned in WealthyU, the types of investments to invest in. While we're investing in these high fees, if I can't say this enough, indexed annuities, and I know I'm gonna step on some toes tonight, where they tell you, oh, you'll get the market rate, but your money will never go down. What you don't know is that your money's being eaten up in fees in those annuities. Now, I'm not saying annuities don't have a place, but typically an annuity is good to create income, but not to grow your money in. Somebody needs to hear this. While we're investing in indexed annuities, the wealthy are building dividend portfolios, stock portfolios that are paying dividends, whose share prices are going up and their dividends are going up at the same time. And so they're ahead of inflation. Dividends are also tax advantaged, right? They're playing to win over the long term. While we're going into tax sheltered annuities that have with them a lot of fees, if you aren't careful, wealthy folks are investing in backdoor IRAs. That's what I want you to understand. That how many of you have guaranteed accounts in the chat? If you do, like the G account, if you're in the TSP, or you're in fixed accounts that are paying you a guaranteed return, or you're in indexed annuities because they told you they won't go down with the market, or you're in tax sheltered annuities because you were in a nonprofit company, you were a teacher, you were an administrator, and so these little people came in there and they said, oh, you can put this in your IRA. And when we look at those funds, in fact, I did a strategy session with a woman who'd been a teacher for over 20 years. And when we looked at the amount of her investments that were in tax sheltered annuities, that had not grown in 10 years. What happened to it then? In those tax sheltered annuities, they were put in under low performing investments, and that's why her money isn't growing. And so what I want you to know, secret number 3, is that you have got to learn how to invest, lower your fees, and increase your rate of return. That is how money works. That is how you accelerate your financial growth. Who is ready to accelerate your financial growth? I'm not in one, but I want to get my monies into annuities with investments. Who's ready to get their money to grow? Can I be frank with y'all? Honey, can you turn on the monitor? I gotta talk to some people tonight. Listen,
Pick me, honey, pick me.
listen, here's all I'm gonna say, right? Is it breaks my heart sometimes when I see how hard many of you have worked and how hard many of you have saved. And to go and to help you to be in an strategic advisory session and to watch you analyze and research those mutual funds and realize that you were in the worst performing funds and you didn't even know it and you had been in it for years, it hurts my heart, right? Like we have women who have been, and couples who've been investing for years, their life savings and their money hasn't grown in 8-10 years. And the advisor says to them, oh, well, at least your money didn't go down. It's 1% ahead. Can you imagine that? So the point I want to make tonight are the secrets of the 1%, the most impactful thing that you can learn is that if you are playing not to lose, you cannot win. All right? Now, how can I say that to you? How can I say that so forcefully, so confidently? Is because you know what? Numbers don't lie. So let's look at the numbers. So basically what this is showing is this is $500 a month invested in these different programs, right? So savings accounts or fixed accounts or all those guaranteed accounts, that's what they've averaged over time. So while you're putting that money in over 10 years, you get to 134,000. Over 15 years, you get to 211,000. In 20 years, you get to 300,000. Whereas if you were investing like the wealthy do, in even conservatively in large company stocks that have historically, in fact, I'm finishing a book right now, and I had the copywriter come to me and say, well, how can you say that, is there any statistics that say stocks have paid 10%? I'm like, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. The Ibbotson chart. The historical performance of asset classes show that over 96 years, stocks have paid an average annual return of 10%. Shanta says, I need you as my mentor. I'm here to win only. I got everything riding on me, and my family needs to break out. And I got to tell you, the best investment, Shanta, you brought up a very good point, a very, very good point. As the good girlfriend Tabitha, I just love Tabitha Brown. She is so cute. Anyhow, I digress. But here's what I want you to know, what Warren Buffett said. Somebody asked him, what is the best investment you have ever made? And you know what he said? He said, the best investment I ever made was in myself. I took a Dale Carnegie public speaking course, and that impacted my life profoundly. Now I want you to just think about that for a minute. Here is the wealthiest, one of the wealthiest men on the planet, other than Bernard Arnault, who is owner of LVMH, Louis Vuitton, Moet Chandon, and all of those other luxury brands. But in the chat, tell me, would you bet on do you think the best investment is in yourself? I love what Shanta just said. I got everything riding on me, right? In the chat, if you believe the best investment is in yourself, I want you to put yes in the chat. Because here's what I know. Here's what I know. Even though many of you will say that, when you're given an opportunity to invest in yourself, it's always goes to somebody else, it's somebody different. Well, I'll wait, right? But what I want you to know is the best investment is in you. That's right. Janet says yes. Tia says yes. Alice says yes. Linda says yes. Crystal says yes. Absolutely. It is you. And what I want you to understand is that the most valuable asset of all, the most valuable asset of all, is the knowledge of how to build wealth. And that's what you learn in WealthyU. Are y'all with me? So I just want to, just for a moment, recap the 3 secrets that I have shared with all of you so far. And we're only on day 3. We're only on day 3, but repetition is important. Secret number 1, mindset. I need you to make the shift from an income to the wealth mindset, because you were given the wrong blueprint. You were given the middle class blueprint. And as a result, that is why we are in the situation that we're in. The second secret is strategy. You have to begin to really be intentional about whatever resources that you have, and think about it from the standpoint, is if this moving me further ahead, or am I falling behind? Am I spending my resources on things that are not going to increase in value? Or am I spending my resources, investing my resources in things that are going to pay a return? And then finally, you have got to learn how to execute and play to win. Are you a winner? If you're a winner in the chat, win, put win. I'm a winner, right? I am a winner. And let me just define what a winner in the chat. If you're a winner, if you want to win, if you have the desire to win, then ladies, you got to get on the field. It's a contact sport. This is not a passive sport. You have to get engaged. You have to be with the right people. You got to get in the right circle. I said it on Monday, your socioeconomic condition is the average of the 5 people you spend most of your time with. In WealthyU, we define winners as, I want it. First, you have to have a desire, right? Then you have to know that you are responsible. I am responsible. And then finally, no excuses. You know, when people start coming up with excuses, or when I start making excuses, I tell myself, you know what, girl, you just need to stop lying to yourself, right? Because that's all excuses are. That's right, Shalima, your network is your net worth. And if you're ready for your net worth to increase, then guess what? If you want to do something different, you are not going to get to the next level. I want you guys to hear this. You cannot go to the next level with the same knowledge that you possess now. Is this making sense to you? What I want you to understand is that if you want to go to the next level, someone has to take you there. Are you getting there? And you need a mentor. And for those of you who are ready, if you are fired up and ready to go, put "I'm fired up" in the chat. If you're fired up, you've been with me 3 days so far, and we still have 2 days to go. Stacy says she's fired up. Gloria says she's fired up. Lori says she's fired up. Janice says she's fired up. Shanta said, literally, I spend time with myself researching and getting new friends. That's right. Tashima says I'm fired up. Joyce says I'm fired up. Cynthia says I'm fired up. Chantel says I'm fired up. Kimberly says I'm fired up. Why do I want you to be fired up, ladies? Because everything is energy. Do you understand that your energy, you attract the right people with your energy? That's why it's important for you to have the right mindset. Listen, this world is designed to control you, to have you in fear. But when you have the right energy, when you're in the right circle, when you're fired up and ready to go, nothing that you're presented with will be able to take you off your game because you're already in motion. Don't you know that a body in motion, an object already in motion cannot be stopped? But if you're sitting back, getting ready to get ready, thinking about it, will it work out? Won't it work out? Here's the other thing I want you to know about winners. In WealthyU, we never lose. We either win or we learn. And so what I want to know, are you ready to win? And if you're ready to win, then here's what I want you to know. Here's what comes next, right? So that's what I want to ask you. If you're ready to win, are you ready to win? I think if someone can get, I've got a lot of feedback coming. Can we reconcile that, please? Let's see. All right, I got it. Okay. All right, so now here's my question to all of you. Who is ready? Who's fired up and ready to go? Who is ready for me to share with them exactly what we have put together specifically to invite you to join WealthyU? I said I was going to open up these doors today. If you're ready, put I'm ready in the chat. Tira's ready. Stacy's ready. Kim's ready. Kat's ready. Chantel is ready. Kimberly's ready. Okay. All right. Well, here's the other thing I want to say as well. For those of you who have not applied to our programs, make sure that you apply. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't join. You definitely can't join. You're in. We got you, right? And the other thing I want to preface this with is that tonight I'm going to do something really, really special. For those of you who've been hanging with us, before I even show you, how many of you have been here for all 3 days? If you've been here for all 3 days, put 3 days in the chat. I want to know the ones who are serious, ready to go, right? 3 days. Cassandra, 3 days. Stacy, Kat, Gloria, Cassandra, Ruby, Teresa, Tara. Wow, Joyce, Sabrina. All right. You've been here for all 3 days. Well, what I want you to know, and what we have seen in WealthyU, is those folks that lean in, and you're going to hear lean in a lot when you join WealthyU, is we'll tell you, you got to lean in. The people that lean in, they get further faster. And so now let me just ask your permission, guys. Is it okay if I share with you and open the doors and give you some knowledge and open these doors and share with you what we have put together specifically for you? Y'all ready? Okay, well, hang on. Let me just get my act together and let me get ready to share with you exactly what we have put together for you. And for those of you who are here tonight, you're going to get something really, really awesome. All right, so let me make sure I got the right thing up here. Come on, little screen. All right, so one of what I'm excited to share you with is something that the folks in our community already know, and what you've been experiencing for the past few days. It has been our WealthyU community, and that's a circle of like-minded women who will inspire you. It's exactly the fuel you need to overcome any of the fears that you may have. And what we're here to do is provide you with the support that you need and motivation to keep moving forward and accelerate. So tonight we're opening up a brand new program, and you're all invited to join us. It's our WealthyU Ignite, because that's exactly what it's designed to do, for you to be fired up and you accelerate your finances. It's all about analyzing, optimizing, and maximizing your resources and accelerating your financial growth. And one of the things I shared with VIP is that you can never get behind in WealthyU, because we're all starting from a different place. And that's why we design our programs this way. And so the WealthyU Ignite Financial Success Roadmap, you learn how to analyze, optimize, and maximize so that you can accelerate your financial growth. So I'm going to get into the details in just a moment, but just know this program is designed for those of you who are running for your first six figures. Here's what I know. Most of you would already have surpassed that if you were able to get access to the information that you get in WealthyU. So I'm so excited to share with you to launch our newest program, and it's called WealthyU Ignite. So how does it all work? Well, in WealthyU, you achieve certain milestones. And the first thing you're going to learn how to do is to identify what your personal wealth gap is. Again, I share it with you. It's different for everybody. Then we're going to show you how to analyze, optimize, and maximize what you already have. Then you're going to learn how to find the more money to invest, increase your investment contributions, ultimately increasing your net worth. And our goal is, of course, always for you to level up into our next program, which shows you how to accelerate your financial growth to 7 figures. So 6 figures, 7 figures, 7 figures and beyond. That's the goal. That's the vision for you. And you do it all in a 12-month time frame. And I'm going to share with you exactly how that happens. So our WealthyU Ignite programs comes with a curriculum that I built for an HBCU in partnership with one of the large financial services companies. Every month, you're going to have member group meetings to make our larger group smaller. And then I'm going to talk a little bit about all the bonuses you have in WealthyU and why we are different and why we designed it that way. And so first of all, what I know is that many of you have been in programs, and they've said that they were going to help you get your finances together, when in fact, all they were was an online curriculum with videos and a group where you come and you do Q&A. And that's about what most of our, I won't even call them competition because I don't look at it that way. That is how most finance or gurus deliver their program. We're different. And here's why. Yes, we have that curriculum, and it was built for another university, our WealthyU Society as well. But we always have a textbook with all of our work, with all of our courses, because we like for you to have context. So yes, you get a curriculum with videos and all of those things. And yes, you're going to have a facilitated monthly meeting where you're going to have to Q&A, but that's kind of standard. If that's standard, if that's something that you're accustomed to in the chat, let me know if that's kind of standard of what you've seen in other programs. Well, what I want you to know is that in WealthyU, you not only have course and Q&A, but you have a member success advisor. And that success advisor is now your WealthyU ambassador, right? And they will become your member success mentor, right? So typically, well, I won't say typically, I know our course in terms of its value is about $10,000. That's what it took to create it. And then typically member group sessions monthly every month will give that a value of $2,000. But when you have a member success advisor right beside you, toe to toe, who's been through what you're about to go through and can point you in the right direction so that you can get further faster, that has significant value too. Here are all of our member success advisors. They were sitting right where you were at one time, and then they took the charge. They have to have been in the program and experienced the transformation and internalized all of the concepts, which, even though it can be very complex, we have really made it so that it is something that you can comprehend. And we have skill building sessions every month because it's all about mastery, right? So you have your WealthyU curriculum, that's to give you the foundational knowledge that you need. You have your member group session, you have your member success advisor, and now here's one of our secret sauces. It's our workbook, and this workbook takes you through each milestone, and we made something that is really large, very small, and this is how we fast track you. So the first milestone is really you figuring out, okay, this is where I am right now. How do I identify exactly what I need to do in order to make it to not only my first 6 figures, but achieve financial independence? So you have our WealthyU portal, our member group meeting, your member success wealth mentor, your Ignite workbook that within it, you can learn how to pay off debt. You have your financial independence planner. And also I'll get there a little later because you also learn how to analyze and research your investments so you can do exactly what Tamika did. You can have your money accelerate so that you can hit that 6 figures faster. And you're using that workbook as well to figure out exactly what you need to do to close your own personal wealth gap, because now you're learning how to make your money grow faster. And that takes me to one of the other tools in that workbook that helps you analyze, optimize, so that you can identify the exact investments that you need to focus on, whether it's in your retirement plan, your IRA, your investment company, so that you're not in those low performing funds. So I'm just sharing with you a little inside baseball, what happens. This is how you take that knowledge, you apply it, and now your money is working faster, right? So you've got your WealthyU curriculum, your member group meetings, you've got your success wealth mentor, and she's really there to make sure that you make the main thing, that you focus on the figures that count and that are going to matter. Then you have we've made it really, really simple because you have a workbook that has all of your tools in it. So you're not confused and trying to figure out where you need to go next. And you're going to go to a skill building session every month and learn how to analyze and research and understand the investments that are going to accelerate your financial growth and earn the kind of returns without a lot of fees. In the chat, let me know, Is this making sense to you? We have methodically put this program together for you so that those of you who don't understand what you already have, don't necessarily know why you're not getting further ahead, we have thought through all of the obstacles that you are going to encounter. That's right, Kat says it makes sense. Janice says yes. Stacy says this is for me. That's right, because here's what I want you to know. We designed this program for you, and we continue to innovate. The goal is for you to be the Tamika that we're interviewing, talking about when I joined WealthyU, I was here and now I'm here. So I just want you to understand all of the value and how we've been very thoughtful and invested and crafted this program to meet your specific needs. So you're going to get access to the information that you need through the curriculum and the portal. You're going to be in that right circle, other women just like you starting out, right? Like-minded, same kind of challenges and obstacles. But here's what I want you to know. You can't be left behind because you're all starting from a different place. And this is about understanding how you need to get further faster. You have your wealth gap strategy session so that you've crafted a plan specifically for you to follow, and you're learning how to execute and accelerate your financial growth. Also, in the portal, we have a number of different 5 and 6 hour master classes on different topics to not only have you accelerate your financial growth, for many of you who needs to make more money in here, who wants to learn how to level up, who wants to learn about other investments and equity crowdfunding, who wants to be exposed to more. If that's you in the chat, put me. We have given you access to hours of programming and events that we have produced specifically to keep you abreast of everything that is happening in the financial marketplace so that you are not left behind, so that you can always go to the next level. And just know that we're always bringing experts in to expose you to exactly what you need to accelerate your financial growth. So just to recap, the program that we've put together, WealthyU Ignite program, has a value of over $30,000 worth of resources from time and talent. You will get access to the portal. You will have your sister circle. You will have a member success wealth mentor. You will have our Ignite workbook. You will have financial strategy sessions so that you can stay on track and understand exactly what you need to do to accelerate from 6 to 7 figures. You will be learning how to analyze and research your investments every month to make sure that you are not playing not to lose, that you are playing to win, that you are accelerating your financial growth, and that your investments are on track to double every 6 to 7 years because you're in the right investment. And in addition to that, you're going to get access to all of the master classes and training. So the question I have for you is, do you think this is $30,000 worth of value? If you do, Kat says, I want in. That's right. Is this of value? Have we been thoughtful in designing this for you? If you believe this is the exact information you need to accelerate your financial growth, in the chat, I want you to put it is for me. And here's what I want you to know before I go any further. Kat says, I want in. It's absolutely for me. What I want you to know, thank you, Lori, it's definitely for you. It's for all of you, right? We created this for you. We continue to innovate because we want to figure out what is the one thing that if we just tweak just a little bit, And that if we're thoughtful about it, if we continue to put resources in, and we're listening all the time to our existing members to see what is the thing that will help them get further faster. Well, one of the reasons that we opened this program is because we wanted to make it accessible and affordable, right? So $30,000 worth of value. What do you think a 12-month program like this would cost you? In the chat, how much do you think this program is going to cost? We've been very thoughtful in terms of putting our resources in here and putting our, giving you the kind of accountability and support. What I want you to know in WealthyU is that we are not a course. We are a program, and we make sure that we put the kinds of support in that are going to help you to be successful. You know, how many times are you like me? Have you bought a course and literally never even went into the information? Nobody ever called you. Nobody ever gave you any support. Have any of you experienced that? What I want you to know is I've experienced that too, but I don't want that for you. And so here's what I want you to know. Here's what I want you to know. We built this for you. And as a founding member, the cost, $2,997. Would you think is that a good value? In the chat, if you believe that's a good value, in the chat, let me know if you think that's a good value. A 12-month program, right? Monthly sessions, weekly training. Is it a good value? Is this a good value? That's right, Joyce, a great value. A great value. But guess what? Good value, extremely good value, great value. But guess what? Who's ready for me to make it even better? If you're ready for me to make it better, put better in the chat. If you're ready to make this better, Kat, better, 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 better. Candace Sanders says better, better, better. Tanisha says better. Okay, I'm going to make it even better because for those of you who are here tonight, I'm going to give you a fast start. And guess what? I'm going to drop this bad boy by $1,000. 12 months, $1,997. If that's better, that's better. Here's what I want you to do, but you got to join tonight, right? You can do $197 monthly. You can do $1997 paid in full. $1997, you save $400. But I just want to know who the fast trackers are. So here in the chat, put that link in the chat, bit.ly WU Ignite in the chat, put that in. And I'm going to have you guys follow me right over to, so don't sleep on this, y'all. Don't sleep on this, because that's for you who are here. This is our fast track. This is a brand new program. So what I'm going to do with all of you is I want you to follow me right over to the website. And for those of you who join, y'all be crazy not to join tonight. Now, that's all I'm going to say. Don't be calling that ambassador saying, well, I know she said, just for the fast starters, but I had to think about it, or I needed to ask somebody. Listen, all I'm going to tell you guys is listen. And it's so funny, when I told my husband this, he was like, how come I was not informed about this? And I was like, well, the team and I, we put our heads together, and this is what we came up with. And we wanted to make it even better, better, better. Okay? So listen, Kat says she already paid. Go ahead, Kat. Let's welcome Kat into the sisterhood. 12 monthly payments, $197, pay in full. All you have to do is click on the link, either pay monthly. Now, wait a minute. Is it going to come up? Hold on, I might be sharing. Let me just make sure. Okay, you guys go over to the website and click pay monthly or pay in full. And as you are joined, that's right, the first payment is due today, right? You can put it on credit card, you can put it on PayPal, you can sign up for PayPal credit. Listen, even if, now here's what I'm going to tell you guys. Here's what I am willing to do for you guys. If you say, I'm not sure, but I want to say that $400, but for now, I want to make sure I get this fast track, then, okay, it's time. That's right, it's time. Okay, Sandra, listen. Here's all I'm going to say. Y'all got till midnight, right? Y'all got to midnight. Is that fair, y'all? That's fair. Now, if you join, I want you to tell me, let me just get my phone out because see, I can go stealth on y'all. I can know if y'all telling the truth or not. No, listen, here, let me be honest with you. In the chat, I want to get some feedback. What do you guys feel about the program? Is this the program that's for you? Right? Is this the program that's for you? Okay, Stacy, talk to your ambassador. We're willing to chat with you. Talk to your ambassador, all right? Listen, I want to give you guys some shout outs. We are so excited about this program we put together. We really wanted to bring something to the market that would give you all who know you need to be in a program, right? Know you need to be in a program. Know you need to be in the sisterhood. Right? That's right, Kat. Your time is now. And what I know is, listen, a lot of you are going to level up. You know, our next program, it does take for another investment, but some of you, I mean, Tashima joined our higher level program, right? For those of you who are running for 7 figures, who are already at 6 and are running for 7, you still need to have a conversation with your ambassador. We just want to make sure we got you in the right fit so that you can get further faster. So let me just, let me come up and let me just take a look at who I need to welcome into the Wealthy Sisterhood. Diamond was not playing. Now see, Diamond was in VIP. Diamond had that cute little baby. Okay, let's welcome Kimberly Mingo to the sisterhood. Where's Kim at? Being all quiet and everything. See, I like quiet people because they be stealth. She was probably there waiting. She was like, when is she going to let this go? If you guys are having any kind of issues getting your things processed, you can hit up any of the ambassadors or Stephanie, who's my executive admin, hit her up. Right? And we'll make sure. Let me just keep, goodness, you guys are not playing. Listen, we made this program for you. And you're getting, you know, that's $1,000 off, right? I'm going to tell you, $29.97 is a great value. You're not going to be able to get an opportunity like this where you're going to get the accountability and support. The kind of content that we have is next level. I'm going to tell you what you are all learning. The way we teach in WealthyU is I'm teaching you exactly how analysts research and invest stocks. Like a lot of people, you're going to learn how to analyze and research mutual funds just like Morningstar does. Are y'all with me? So I'm not just, this isn't just, paint by the numbers. I mean, you literally are going to be showing up in training and learning exactly how to evaluate these investments, so that even if you have an advisor, you're going to be able to check them and say, no, I don't want to be in that investment, right? What you may not realize is a lot of times Kimberly says, I'm excited. Well, Kim, we're excited to have you, girl. Come on into the sisterhood. The water is fine. Yeah. Here's what I want you to know is that what I am most excited about is the fact that once you learn this, that you're going to be able to share it with your family. This is about creating legacy. This is knowledge that no one can ever take away from you, ever. Now, here's the other point I want to make, though, too, is if there are any of you having any questions or thinking about anything, then you just need to connect with your ambassador. You can go right in the chat. If you have a question, put it in the chat that you have some questions or you want to reach out, you want somebody to reach out to you, and we'll reach out to you, right? Listen, I am so excited about those of you who are taking action, because action takers, right, are money makers. Uh-oh, I'm up here. I might start me a little rhyme. Okay, as you join, ladies, let me know who's joining. Does program start right away if you pay monthly? Great question. So here's the deal, is you're going to immediately get, after you, here's what's going to happen. All right, is that you're going to pay your money. Then you're going to get a nice little contract from us. And it's going to say, you're in a WealthyU Society program. This is a 12-month program, blah, blah, blah. You're going to sign that contract. As soon as we get that contract, you're going to get another email. It's going to give you access to our portal. And you're also going to get an email. It's going to tell you that orientation for this program is May 8th, right? So we're going to continue to enroll people, probably for, actually the doors close on Sunday, right? But then we have to look at how many people have joined, and then, you know, the ambassadors have to look at how many more people that are going to be a part of their group, and then we're going to start preparing for you. And so preparing for you means orientation, where you're going to go through all the steps that you need to be successful in the program. And then you're going to get a document, and it's going to have everything that you need, all the links to sync your calendar to when your training is coming. You're also going to be invited to a private Facebook group for the Ignite members. And so I want to make sure that you join that Facebook group, because that is how most of your communication is sent, right? A lot of times your emails is going to end up going to junk mail and spam. If you go to that group, you're going to be able to know exactly what the Zoom link is for your training. We'll keep you updated on everything that you need to know. All of the tools are typically there as well. All of the training is recorded. So if you're not there live, you always have access to the training, ladies. So we know you're busy women. We've designed this for you. So there's always going to be a way for you to access that training. But the truth is that I'm just going to be honest with you. If you can be there live, right? So this group has 2 trainings that you'll be participating in: analyzing and researching mutual funds, and learning how to use the financial calculator. Those are the 2 trainings. And then you'll have a group with your ambassador that you'll be a part, right? So that's, you know, mandatory 2 meetings, 3 if you have questions, right? Now, I must tell you though, like, if you're gonna hang with me, all right, can I just tell you, like, there is always something going on in WealthyU. I'm gonna tell you, buckle your seatbelt. We're about to come out with a new book. It is amazing. Why is it amazing? Because it's not about me. It is a book that shares all of the financial transformations that you've seen on Get Wealthy, right? How women who came into this group and, you know, they went to their first six figures, their first seven figures. I also got an amazing call today from one of our members about something that's happened to her. So what I want you to know is in WealthyU, we're more excited about your results than we are our own. Now, I know that might be a little different. I know a lot of you are probably accustomed to, you know, people talking about what they drive, what they do, what house they're in. That's not what we're about here. What we're about is seeing your transformation. What we're about is the ability for you to come in here with, you know, maybe just a little bit of knowledge. Maybe how many of you are a little fearful, you know, not quite sure if you know what you need to know. And then let me tell you, it's not going to take long. I mean, it's so funny. Like when I look at all of the ambassadors and how they were when they started with WealthyU, and now how they running things and training, it's like, look at this, right? Okay, they're making their first real estate investment property purchases. Y'all ready to go higher? If y'all ready to go higher, I need you to take advantage of this opportunity. If you will bet on yourself, which as Warren Buffett says is the best investment you can make, just know that you have everything you need to be everything you need to be. The only thing standing between you and the financial success that you desire and you deserve is knowledge. And that's exactly what you're going to get here in WealthyU. So thanks so much for joining us for the third day of the 5-day Get Wealthy Challenge. I want to be giving some shout outs to all of those of you who joined the sisterhood, who took advantage of this opportunity. Remember, a $30,000 value for $1,997. Some of you got purses in your closet. I'm not going to start messing with you. That costs more than that. That I know to be true. All right, guys, let me get some rest so I can come right back here tomorrow and have some more fun. Lastly, what could be, or shoes, that's right, Kim, listen, what could be greater than having fun and making money? Listen, it don't get no better than that. All right. We'll see you right back here tomorrow night. And VIP, 7:30, let's go.
Oh, yeah.